What's going on, guys? Back at it again with another video, and today we'll be looking at Munipals Layout number 25. So before I begin, I apologize if the layouts always look a bit similar, but I assure you there are some various changes. So let's start here at a station that I call Cortlandt Street. So we'll begin with the T train, 2nd Avenue local. I got ink, so I finally got to change the roll signs to the actual color. And let's get started. So the T will depart. So basically right now we're doing the main line. So the T will depart the station. And it'll go over the reverse curve. And it'll stop right here, which is Astor Place. And as you can see, I made a few edits to Astor Place. I made the signs, the station signs. And the exit, I tried to copy the Munipals Midtown Manhattan station and track set. So I made my own version of it. Lego person standing right there. And yeah. The T train continues. Goes over another curve. And it stops at 14th Street. This is the last stop for various routes, like the K, which I'll basically go over in a second. But yeah, it changed the station wall. And yeah. So now we're gonna keep going. And it got stuck, okay. Over to 28th Street. So this same thing, added exits, as you can see, 28th Street and Broadway. See some letters over here, see the signs, and there's a station in the back for something I'll show you in a bit. So now we're gonna move on to 63rd Street. I decided to use the straights that I bought in order to make less curves along the line. You see a lot more straights. So it used to be like almost all reverse curves, now it's mostly straights. But we'll have to curve over here. And we end up at Midtown Station, Midtown 5th Avenue. So this station fits 2 cars of B division, but for the last car, the first door could open, which is pretty nice. So yeah, we're gonna move on because I don't want to make this too unbearably long of a video. So we're gonna move on. And we meet up with the R142S. Signs keep falling off. And from here, we move out of the Lego station. We go straight instead of a reverse curve. We go straight across the switches. So these switches are for the branch line, which I'll show you in a second. And we're at the station. I noticed it said BAM, but like, I named this station Atlantic Avenue, but there's one of the signs that say BAM. This was unintentional, so don't really mind that. So we're gonna move along. Gonna go up a slight ramp, and we head over to, of course, Church Avenue. So basically, this station and the other two are kind of identical to Layout 24 stations, but yeah. So from here we go up another slight ramp, and we end up here. Sorry if the lighting is bad, but I assure you my windows are open. Well, not open, but the curtains are open. Trying to let sunlight in, but for some reason the lighting in here is just complete garbage. So we're gonna move along over the X switch. And this is our last stop. I added some signs. And yeah. So we're gonna go back with the K, because I'll show you what some rush hour trains do. Or just other lines in general, because this is kind of like its own line. So we're gonna pull out the station. Oh yeah, I fixed the roll signs too, if anyone noticed. It's completely blue now, because I bought ink. So now the signs are fixed. And now we're gonna end up right there. So we're gonna move along from here, go down, and back again over here. From there, we're gonna go down even further until we go to the ground level or underground, however you'd like to call it. And we have to move the S out the way. So yeah, we're gonna move it over there. So this could have some space. We're gonna pull out of the station and move to NMC. And there's the S train, we'll see that in a moment. For some reason this keeps coming off, I'll have to retape it. Keeps coming off and it's getting me on my last nerves. You'll have to retape that. Going over the curve, and we're at 63rd. And now we're at 28th. Only 2 cars could fit in each station, but I don't really mind that a third can't fit because it saves space. So once again, the exits of 28th. And we're gonna move along. We're gonna terminate it right here, so it's gonna like short turn. And there. Now, if it were like the T, you would go on this track, stop here, and then go there. But since it's the K, like other short turn lines like the K or the E, or the V, or even the W sometimes. So yeah, that's the main line and the short turn line, basically. And now we're gonna move on to the branch line, which is, I'm gonna use a brown M for this. So from here, we're gonna pull out of the station. And we're gonna go to this stop called 72nd Street. I don't know why I call it that when this station is based off of like 42nd Street, but whatever, use your imagination. So from here, the side platform. So from here, I'm gonna move along to the northernmost platform, NMC. So yeah. So we're gonna move again underneath the wire. Honestly, I should turn the light on, which is what I'm gonna do. So okay, so there's a bit more light. And we stop at this station, which is right over here. Not transferable to this. You can see right underneath though. And now we're gonna converge with the main line right over here. And obviously there's gonna be some mess ups with the switches over here especially. So yeah, we're gonna park right here. We're gonna move on up the ramp again. You know the drill. We're gonna stop here. Jesus, the lighting in here, man. It just pisses me off sometimes that the lighting is just so terrible in here. So we're gonna go up the ramp again. And stop right here. So we're gonna move along, go over the X. That one switched like miraculously. And we're there. So now we're gonna move back. And we end up at this stop right here. For some reason it doesn't want to focus anymore, but we gotta move on anyway. So we're gonna move down the ramp. And at this stop, so now we're gonna go down even further. And move along to this station. And from here, we're gonna take the switches. It's very complicated over here because the train does not like to cooperate with switches. And we're gonna end up right over there, the branch line station. So afterwards, we're gonna move along. We're gonna stop right there. You can see the price on the street track that I bought. From here, I'm gonna move 2 more stops. Then I got some other lines to show. So from here, from behind the wall of 63rd Street, we're gonna move on. Once again, I apologize for the horrible lighting. And we're gonna end right over there. The station I wanna call 23rd Street, so yeah, that's where it terminates. And we have 2 shuttle lines as usual. Have the 42nd Street show. This time we're gonna use R142s, R142S for this shuttle, and we're gonna go off. So basically, this is kind of an unneeded shuttle because all it does is replicate the main line for 3 stops. But yeah, from here. So basically, short turns right here. Terminates, drops off people, picks them up, And let's pretend that it did all that stuff, and now we're gonna move back. We're speeding along the track, and we're stopping right here. So now for it to turn around yet again, I'm gonna have to go straight, and that's exactly what it's gonna do. And there. That's one of the shuttles. And this keeps coming off. I'm gonna retape it as soon as I finish filming this video. So our second and final shuttle is the other shuttle called the downtown shuttle. It's 2 stops. It goes from 23rd Street, move the S along this unused track, basically. And we diverge into the main line, take a couple of reverse curves until we end up at Astor Place, where it terminates. So when it terminates right there, it has to go quick because it's obviously in the way of traffic. So it has to turn around real quick. And we're gonna go behind 14th Street. And we're gonna use this track to go back to 23rd. That's that shuttle. This track right here is for the S when it's not in use between midnight and 6 a.m. approximately. So it gets stored right there to allow for traffic from the branch line to go to this station instead. So yeah, I'll show a bird's eye view and then we're gonna end the video. That's basically a bird's eye view of the whole thing. And yeah, that was the whole layout. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.